Girl, we all got that one ex that we just look back and like, what the hell was I thinking?
Young Deslo.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a story time for y'all. Okay, so this story time is going to be about the time I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me with his sister. And when I say sister, I later found out that it wasn't his sister, but they were lying to me, telling me that this was his sister on some nasty woozy stuff. So yeah, if you want to listen to this story time and y'all want to get this little juicy story, keep on watching and let's get into the video. So this story starts out in 2016. Was it 2016? 2015. No. This is late 2015 or early 2016. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I know I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old and I had just got my first job working at Wendy's. Anybody who knows me knows I worked at Wendy's all throughout high school. I started working there February of 2015. That's why I said it's either 2015 or 2016. But I started working there February of 2015. I had just turned 16 in November of 2014. Wait, no. Anyways, I had just turned 16 in November, and now it's February, and I am still 16, and I just got my first job. At this point, I have been working there for a few months, and this boy comes into our job, and so he asks me, "Are you guys hiring?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know. This is only my third month out here. You feel me? Like, I don't know." So I went to go ask my manager, and I asked them, "Are we hiring?" And he said yes. So at that time, well, I think still at this time, because fast food might be a little bit different than like a call center or something like that, but we use paper applications. So he had me go to the office and grab this boy an application. So I brought him out the application, and he's like, "You want to help me fill it out?" I'm like, "You don't know how to fill out an application, you don't need to work here." So he laughs because he thinks I'm playing, but I'm really being serious. Like, if you can't fill out a simple application, like, it's just the front, it's not front and back, it's very self-explanatory. Like, if you can't do this, you can't follow simple directions. If you can't follow simple directions, you don't need to work in fast food, period. But yeah, he thought I was playing. Everybody always thinks I'm playing when I'm being dead serious. So he's laughing it off, he's brushing it off, and he's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm about to get back to work. Like, if you need anything, if you got any questions, you can either ask me or my manager's right there." And so he's like, "Okay." So he's like, "I'm gonna go and I'm gonna bring this back." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "What time you get off?" And I'm like, 11. So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna be back before you get off." I'm like, "Okay." And keep in mind, I had never seen this boy. I never talked to this boy. I don't know this boy. So I'm just like, what he coming back for me for? So, and I wasn't like, I don't know, like, I'm really nice, but like when it comes to stuff like that, I'm just like, So this boy comes back and he brings his application. This boy comes back and he didn't even bring the application. And so I'm just like, you did, like, where's your application? He was like, "Oh, I didn't really want to work here. I just wanted to talk to you." I'm like, "So you asked for an application to talk to me when you could have just talked to me?" He was like, "Yeah, because I thought you was going to sit down while I was filling it out, but you didn't. So that's why I said I was going to come back." I'm like, "Okay." So he asked for my number, but I didn't give him my number. So I think I gave him one of my social medias, like Instagram or Facebook or something. Like, I gave him, I don't remember, what was it that we were using back there? Like, I think it might have been Snapchat or something. I'm not sure. But I gave him one of my socials, not my number. So I gave him my social, and he hit me up when I got home. So we're talking back and forth for a few days, and eventually I gave him my number, and we hung out a couple times, and then he asked me to be his girlfriend. And this is my first like real boyfriend, because I had like little boyfriends throughout like middle school and whatever, but this is the first guy I was like really like head over heels for. And I was just thinking, like, now that I think back on it, I'm like, why now? And I can't even try to play myself, because I really liked him back then, but it's just like, now that I'm older and wiser, and like, I'm just like, I don't understand myself, and I'm so disappointed in myself. But at the time, I was really head over heels for this guy. He was very charming, very nice, We always like did fun stuff. We was just chilling, but I was only 16. He was like what, 17, 18. So we didn't do like a lot of stuff. Like I was still in school, so most of my time I was at school and working. So he would come up to my job. He would come sit there and talk to me while I'm working, because I was always in the dining room and taking orders at the front counter. So I'm taking orders, then I'm out in the dining room, I'm sweeping, I'm cleaning the tables, I'm refilling the tea and stocking up the condiments and the silverware and the drink machine. So I spent a majority of my time out here conversing with the customers and just talking to people. Like, that was my job, and it was fun. And he would be out there sitting there, he would eat or just sit there and chill. Sometimes him and his cousin would just sit up there. Like, it was kind of weird now that I think about it, because they were just spending all their time there. But like, he would go from playing basketball at this church to come into my job to sit there while I'm working. And then when I got off, he would either take me home if my mom and dad wasn't taking me home, or walk me home because it wasn't that far. And sometimes I would just rather walk, or I would tell my parents I'd rather walk. So he would take me home or something like that. And then sometimes he would walk me home from school, just like little stuff. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, this older guy coming to my job, he comes to my school, he picking me up, you know. But yeah. And then I eventually got my first car. Working at Wendy's, I bought my first car with my parents' help. They did help me with my payments on it, because I went to a buy here, pay here, and it was ridiculous. Like, my whole check was going to this car. So I was getting use out of this car. Me and him was driving everywhere, doing everything and whatnot. And so one day I come to his house. And I see that there's this girl he's talking to. So I asked, I didn't even see what they were talking about. I just asked about her, and he told me that she was his sister. And she came up to my job one day, and she also told me that this was his sister. So I didn't think anything of it, because if I say this is my brother, I'm not going to say nobody's my brother if that's not my brother, you know? But, so long story short, we are dating. We're spending lots of time together. I'm coming to his house. He's going to my house. We're like, it was like we spent so much time together, you wouldn't even think it was even possible for him to even be spending time with somebody else. And so one day I get a message on Facebook, and I will put that up like here, right around here somewhere if I can. But yeah, I found a message on Facebook. Basically, she was telling me, your boyfriend is effing his sister. I'm like, what type of Ohio stuff is this? Because I'm confused. I was so confused. I was baffled. Like, I did not know how to handle that. Like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know who was lying, who was telling the truth, what kind of incest type of stuff that was, because that was nasty. Like, I didn't understand. So I didn't even message her back. I didn't talk to her. I literally went to him, and because at the end of the day, if I'm dating somebody, I don't care about this girl. I care about what you are doing and what you have to say for yourself, because you are the one that owes me your loyalty, because I'm in a relationship with you, not her. That's just how I see it. So I went to him, and we got into a huge fight, and long and behold, this is a girl he's been with for years. They have a baby together. They're like, she's sleeping at his house. She's there when I'm not there, and like, she knows about me. She knew about me being his girlfriend, but she was still his girlfriend. And so I was so confused. Like, their whole dynamic was just so weird. Like, I was so hurt and confused. Keep in mind, this is my first real boyfriend, and I'm just like, what the heck? So I didn't know what to do, so I cussed him out. I blocked him, and I didn't talk to him again. And he did try to contact me out of nowhere, like a couple times. Like, one time he called me, or one time he like messaged me on like Facebook or something. I don't remember. He messaged me on something and asked me for a ride. I'm like, no. What makes you think I'm going to give you a ride? Like, no. And then at one point, him and his girlfriend / sister came to my job together while I was still working at Wendy's, and like, it was just so weird. Like, it's like they got a kick out of fooling me or something. Like, they got a kick out of making me look dumb. I don't know. It was weird. I don't talk to them now, and that is the end of that story. If you guys enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment, down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you're notified every time I post a new video. I will have another one soon, and I do hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope that you guys are sticking around to see what I have next, and I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. So as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.